You're listening to After the Review.
After the review.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is After the Review with Peter and Terrell. I'm your host, Peter. With me, as always, is my man, Terrell. What's up, Terrell?
What up, Pete? How's it going, man? How was your weekend?
Good. Chilling. Watched sports again. It was nice.
Yeah.
Not
You held it.
held it down.
You held it down for us. You held it down for us this weekend. I wasn't watching too much sports. I finished Last Chance to You. Very meh to be the last.
I
was very
barely
disappointed.
started that. I got into one episode.
Yeah. Don't be too excited. For their last season, I mean, it's like they picked a good college. It was a good story, but like the colleges they were going, like they had the first two were really good. Like they were like, I don't know, it was a good story, and they were in the in JCCA or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the top.
In California, they don't necessarily have that. They do like their own thing, which is fine, but
It wasn't.
I don't know.
You said, it wasn't a dumpster fire, so it wasn't entertaining.
It was. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a dumpster fire, but like also like they didn't have any like true athletes. I don't want to like they had athletes, but they didn't have no like guys going to Bama or
It was
Ole
all bummy
Miss or
dudes. It was all a bunch of bummy dudes.
Tennessee. Like they had like a few. They had like I'm not gonna own room for it because I don't want to tell you who goes where. But like they had like I think they had like one guy go D1.
Okay.
Essentially.
So nice.
So, yeah, I mean, I think from that standpoint, like, and they weren't, I don't root for it either, but they're not that good. So that's kind of a bummer, but you know, it's still good fun to watch. Like, regardless, I was gonna watch it, like, if it was gonna be good or bad. But to go out like this on its last season is just kind of upsetting. Like, they had to, like, the coach they found, like, you know, I feel like he's a better coach than the last two, definitely. But like, I feel like the coach has been like a complete.
I think they got in trouble with the whole Jason Brown thing. They got accused that he was playing up for the camera, and that led to the whole dysfunction at the program. It was a whole thing, I think.
But that can't be Netflix problem. Like that's the whole. That's like that guy's from.
It's the same argument they have with like shutting down Live PD. Like they ain't doing their job. They're trying to do a TV show, and it interferes with their actual job. It's not like Hard Knocks is only the 4 weeks, so they can manage that.
Yeah,
and they still kind of play it up a little bit on top of that.
I mean, it's TV, you got to, but like I feel like Live PD. I know cops who watch Live PD, and they seem to have a problem with it. But anyways, no here nor there. That's not what we're here for.
We are here for sports.
We're here for sports. But yeah. Anyway, check out Last Chance EU. Hopefully, they'll do basketball, and they'll be back to the old ways. What you want to talk about? Basketball? That's the hot thing.
That's not the hot thing. That is not the hot thing. The hot thing
it is
college football right now. We are in red alert mode in college football. The season is in deep shit. The MAC canceled, the Mountain West canceled, UConn's canceled, Old Dominion's canceled. The Big Ten canceled, apparently. They said yes, no, maybe so. I don't know.
I just saw an alert that Nebraska's looking to play outside the Big Ten.
They're out.
I mean, I think they're gonna figure it out. I think the Power 5 conferences, the Power 5 can figure out how to play football safely, and they can do a bubble. We joked around with the bubble.
They don't even need the bubble. The semi-bubble is fine. Baseball is totally fine right now. Only one team keeps acting a fool, and that's the Cardinals, because they just had a positive test yesterday.
These kids are like 18, 19, 20, 21. Like, imagine what you were doing at that age. Like,
what are you going to do if you're sent home, hang out with the homies, in the middle of piss-ass Alabama?
You're not going to send home.
Yeah, everyone's getting sent home. If they cancel the football season, they're sending the team home, they said.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
So it's way safer on campus.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there, but they gotta. I'm saying like the protocols is like they're nervous of like the risk reward situation.
The
like,
president's,
is it really worth?
They're worried about being sued. Apparently, is what the word is.
Yeah, but I'm talking from a safety standpoint that the coaches can. The staff, the team, they can figure out a way. These Power 5 conferences have enough money to figure out a way to make sure these players are safe. They get fed, they're safe, they practice, they play. I think that's all doable.
What every team has said. Every Power 5 team has said that. They're like, we're safe. The players want to play. We're all good here. I don't know where this is coming from.
Precautions in to play and be safe. Now, I'm not saying that like playing football is like all and be all. But I feel like if you have a way, and I can't speak for the conferences outside the Power Fives. I just don't think they have enough money to do it. I'm just thinking about. I'm gonna sound a little off for a tangent from the economic standpoint. Like this affects way more people than just like the football players. These affects like people with jobs and everything like that. So I think if they can find a way to do it, let's try to do it. Now, if something goes wrong, we'll nip it right in the butt and we'll be done with it. But I think they can really do it instead of just coming out and say, "Hey, we can't play football at all."
I know. It's the only people that don't want this are these garbage bureaucrats. They're saying, "Oh, we're in the best interest of our players' health and safety." Bullshit. You're a liar. They don't give these players health insurance. They don't pay them for play. They don't worry about the injuries. The insurance policies, in case they get injured, are absolute trash. Players usually have to take out their own insurance policies if they're a top draft pick. So I don't want to get sued. It's a bunch of lawyers telling presidents, "Oh, they could sue you if they get sick," because there are some side effects of some people who've tested positive with heart inflammation. Again, another ridiculous side effect of this disease. But I think Trevor Lawrence led the charge here on this. That's the perfect person to have to be at the front of this. We want to play. Hey, this is safe. We all want to play. And everyone else kind of followed suit. Because Trevor Lawrence has zero to gain playing college football this season. He has everything to lose.
Yeah, totally. I think this is big that he came out and said that. But I don't know. I think they'll figure this out. I think the SEC, I heard they were on a call, the Big 12 and the ACC trying to figure out a way to still play.
A super
conference? I think maybe a super conference somehow. I just think they still want to play. They'll figure out a way to play. They'll make this happen. I think definitely play inside your conference. I mean, the thing is, now I'm not in touch with it, so I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of steps here. But like we're thinking about this, like they can feed the guys, they can store the guys on campus because no one else is supposedly probably.
Especially if no other students are on campus, they're totally safe. You're in a bubble now. That's a bubble.
Yeah,
right
you're
there.
essentially in a bubble outside of the people who live in the city, whatever. So they can feed them, they can dorm them. They fly private. Most of these Power 5 schools, if not all, fly private. So that's not the problem. I mean, obviously there's like the day-to-day stuff. I mean, I'm thinking like, dude, the coaches get to go home. Like that's when we're talking about the nitty-gritty stuff. But like, I think they could really make this happen if they wanted to. They've been working out. I just don't see why all of a sudden we're stopping it. I think it just come to nut crunching time of like being like, all right, if we're really gonna make this happen, like this is the start date for everything. So all I've heard is every coach wants to play. I actually haven't heard a coach come out and say, okay, we don't want to play.
Except for UConn's coach was like, yeah, we looked at it. But they were struggling financially anyway. This is all money.
This is UConn we're talking. We're not talking about like Texas, Florida, Alabama, Penn State, Ohio State, all those schools like that.
It's insane to think that the NCAA and Mark Emmert, who makes whatever $1 million, and says, I'm going to leave it up to the schools to decide. Where the hell is the leadership? Like, somebody step up and say, here's our plan. Here's what we're doing. We're playing. This is the steps we're following. Follow the protocols. It's happening. No, it's like, well...
it's a dicey line for him to walk in.
Every other commissioner's done it. They need leadership. They have no leadership in college football. And this is where I said, they're going to get rid of the NCAA. The Power 5 are going to buy. We're done.
But Mark Emmert's sole job is not...
His sole job, he doesn't go have fun with your volleyball over there because clearly you're not in the business of caring about amateurism and protecting players. Bullshit.
I understand that, but I just think like he can only do so much.
He could be a leader and step out and say, "This is what we're doing." You're a multi-billion-dollar a year industry.
I mean, he could come out and say, "Hey, we're not going to play football," but
You're
I still
right.
think
they don't make any money in the NCAA. They're not a multi-billion-dollar a year industry in college football alone.
I know, but I think it's a weird line that he can't say or do.
I mean, you could. This is what's going to happen. So I'm with you. I think this is it. We're getting rid of the NCAA. The school just don't want to play. We say screw you, don't play, and then they form super conferences, and this is how it's going to be. Somebody drew up a mock ACC, Big 12, SEC conference with like 4 different quadrants. And I don't know what bright person drew this up, but they had a single conference or division was Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, Florida, and Clemson was one of the divisions. And I was like, how is that balanced?
Yeah, he just wanted a power division, that's all.
Yeah, and then there was like the A&M Texas division. But I agree, the SEC's playing this damn thing. You're going to have to pry it from their cold, dead hands to not play this thing.
I'm just saying, if the SEC that does like the Big 12 and does one the conference plus extra. I'm just saying it's an opportunity for Texas A&M.
Oh, they go back and forth. They never want to play each other. But Tom Herman talks the talk. He ain't about that schedule in life because he knows he loses, he gets fired.
No, I think he said he wants to play. I think
it is all talk though. He says a lot of stuff.
I think he actually tried to play A&M. But the thing is, I think A&M has everything to lose, so they're the ones actually saying no. I legit believe they're the ones saying no, and I think they have a right reason to say no.
Well, Texas said no for all those first few years when we're actually good.
I know, but
dumpster fires.
I know, but then still, though, lately I think Texas A&M's actually want to say no.
I think you get the payback for them not wanting to play you when you were good and they were a dumpster fire. And now all of a sudden they don't want to play us now that we're a mediocre program again.
I don't 100% think that they possibly were like,
They were very adamant about not playing A&M the second year of Johnny and the 3 years after that.
They couldn't play them though. Like,
they could no. A&M had an opening. A&M had an opening.
Did Texas have an opening?
Yes,
too?
Yes, they could have easily had an opening. They chose not. Yes, they filled it. They filled it late with Notre Dame. That was a late fit, or not Notre Dame.
Maryland.
Yes, Maryland. Maryland was a late fit.
Okay. So, I don't know. Like I said, I think at this standpoint, A&M has everything to lose. And I don't think we'll ever really see a game until...
Well, I mean, Tom Herman loses his job if they lose to them.
I don't think he loses his job.
Oh, he's already on thin ice with that team. Speaking, did you see the A&M so they released the SEC balanced schedules now that we're playing all conference, and of course A&M's golden season gets cast asunder with having to go to Tennessee, and then we drew Florida out of the East.
Cupcake season?
Hold up, we drew Florida now. Okay, thanks guys. We couldn't get Kentucky. Oh, well, no.
Why? Why do you want a cupcake? Why do you want a cupcake way out of it?
What do you mean? It's not a cupcake if you have to win the SEC title game now. Nobody, again, for the second straight year, we'll play 5 teams in the top 7.
All right. If this is the year A&M's going to be good, why does it matter?
You always got to get a scheduling break. Name somebody who hasn't had a scheduling break.
LSU didn't have a scheduling break last year.
Yes, they did. What do you mean?
Where did they?
They got Bama at home. They got Bama at home.
Okay, but they still have to play Bama.
They didn't play anybody in the East. They didn't play Georgia or Florida in the East.
Yes, they did. They did play Georgia.
They played Georgia? In the SEC title game.
Okay, then they still play Georgia?
Yeah, in the SEC title game. That's a given. They didn't. Their SEC East schedule was not tough.
They played Florida, I think so.
Is that their scheduled opponent?
Let's see. Give me a second. I'm pretty sure they had a pretty tough schedule.
It was tougher than everybody else's, but it wasn't a scheduling break.
Yeah, it's tougher than everybody else's. I'm just saying. So they did play Florida.
Okay, fine. Do we not get a scheduling break after the schedule we put out the last 2 years?
I don't think they look at it that way, though.
Well, yeah, no, okay. Who drew Kentucky? Who draws Kentucky and Vanderbilt?
We just played them.
We didn't just play Kentucky. We played them 2 years ago.
We played
Florida.
Florida, right?
We played Florida 2 years ago too, or 3 years ago. We've played them all.
We
played Kentucky and Florida in the same season. I thought. Maybe not.
Maybe I thought we played Kentucky. Like Jimbo played Kentucky.
Okay, then we played Florida the year before. It was
Summy played Florida. Summy played Florida. So yeah, that makes sense. Then.
Again,
you're rightfully so to be upset. But if A&M's going to be good, beat who's on your schedule, man.
That's not who's on our schedule though. That's an addition to our schedule.
All right, you always want to throw the asterisks in there.
Hold up, did we not play 4 number 1 teams last year?
Hey, either shit or get off the pot.
All right, fine. The Big 12 is never eligible for the national championship game because they don't get a schedule.
Why are you going against the Big 12?
Well, because they don't play a schedule.
We're talking about the SEC right here.
Then why isn't the SEC? Then we should have 2 automatic berths then, because our schedule is so much tougher. It's so much tougher. Then we should be getting our cupcake. Then we should get the schedule
that you play in that conference.
That's right. So we didn't get the extra scheduling. We should get the cupcakes then, like we have. It's the same thing.
I'm sorry, man. If you want to play with the big dogs, step up and play with the big dogs.
We do, but then you get your non-conference games added. I mean, Arkansas' schedule rivals ours of last year because they drew Georgia, and Florida, I think. They drew both of them.
So, do you hear them? I'm sure they're bitching, but
they're not because they're Arkansas and they're terrible.
They're going to strap up them cleats and they're going to play. That's all you got to do, man.
And lose by 60.
You can complain all you want, but you got to play.
Okay, But Oklahoma straps up their cleats against
we got
the
Jimbo.
baby 12.
Jimbo should be able to figure it out.
We got to strap. Yeah, but one loss knocks you out is the problem, and you get the baby 12 running the table and then getting beat by 40.
I'm just saying, if the schedule is that hard, the playoff committee will forgive you.
No, they really don't, though.
They do.
Oklahoma got in with a weak schedule last year and got beat by 40.
A point, but if you lose one game, and then that's all you do, you get a hard schedule.
So if you lose one game and don't play in your SEC title game, they're not putting you in. Well, they might now because the Big Ten's not playing.
That's just that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Oh no, that's not right, and you know it's not right.
Why are you complaining about the schedule? Just play, man. If you're the best team,
because you're gonna essentially have to beat Florida. So you might have to beat Florida twice. You can't. You know how hard it is to beat a team twice.
If you're the best team in college football, just beat them, man. LSU proved it last year. They said they didn't care who anybody threw them out there. They beat them. It didn't matter.
Okay, so say we beat Florida the first time. Say we're undefeated, and then we have to replay Florida. Beat a team twice. Good luck with that.
Hold on. Let me look. So LSU played last year. Just want to let you know. We're gonna go over this real quick. They play. They played
a weaker schedule than we played last year.
They played Florida. Obviously, last year they played Florida. They played Auburn. They played Bama. They play
Georgia. The SEC West. You don't see me complaining about the SEC West. That's the division.
What's up?
You don't complain about your own division. Yeah, you play your own division.
Oklahoma and Clemson. I mean, they beat everybody they were put on the schedule.
That's right. I'm just saying these are added to the schedule. This isn't the schedule. This is.
I know. So are you upset that they took away your cupcakes? Is what you're saying?
I'm upset they took away my break games. Give me something else, man. Hey, if we merge conferences, give me Nebraska or Iowa, because I'll take those easy.
No one got break games. You're upset you didn't get Vanderbilt? Come on.
We already have Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's already on the schedule. That's the whole point. Vanderbilt was already on the schedule with South Carolina.
So I'm pretty sure South Carolina and Vanderbilt's on the schedule. Who do you want from that?
I want Tennessee and Kentucky. I want the soft teams. Give me some softies.
Why? Why do you want a soft team?
Because we already play in the best conference. We already play in the best division in football, and it's not close.
Why do you want to play the soft team?
Because I want to get into the playoff. I'm sick and tired of these damn baby teams getting into the playoff. I'm sick and tired of baby teams like Oklahoma playing a bunch of garbage ass teams. They play one tough opponent. Go back
to the Big 12 if you want that. You shouldn't have left for the SEC.
Money.
You shouldn't have. If you wanted that. Okay, then take your money.
We scheduled the season to work out like this. We knew what we were doing.
Then the season hasn't worked out.
Also, it was different.
Deal with it.
They made
You're the only person complaining.
That's not true. A&M Twitter lost their damn minds that we got Florida. They were absolutely furious.
Deal with it. Play Florida.
All right, then get rid of this. Fine, then get rid of the playoff automatic conference championship requirements. That they seem to have.
Just beat them. If you're gonna talk to Big Dick Stick and say, "Hey, we're
gonna
win a national championship,"
stop letting little teams into the playoff. Then stop letting bad teams in. Then
it's the way a crooked crumbles. If you want to play an easy schedule and make it that way, then blown out by 40, go back to the Big 12.
No, we already do that. We get in, and you play an easier SEC schedule. Because one slip-up gets you out of the SEC.
If you can go through the SEC gauntlet and beat teams, you should not have a problem.
Yes, and if you lose one game, you're done. And if you lose one game, you're done with 14.
You know what? That's the price you pay for playing with the big dogs, though.
No, that's a horrible, and this is where we get into the conference nonsense. Hold up. Oklahoma would lose 4 games in the SEC West.
They don't play in the SEC,
though. So then they don't get to play. They shouldn't get rewarded playing in the playoff because they won the Big 12. You should weight your schedules.
Big 12 championship.
You should value. You should value the weight of the schedules. That's why there's no issue. Nobody has an issue in the NFL because the NFL is 90% weighted. We also moved before the playoff when it wasn't an issue. When it was only 2 got in. It's only become an issue with the playoff.
I'm just saying, man. Just beat who. Hey, I'm just saying, if you beat who's on your schedule, you ain't got to worry about it.
Okay, I'd like to get in and have a shot at it. You give bad teams a shot. Sometimes they get hot. Like that Ohio State team that won with Zeke. That wasn't the best team in the country. They got hot.
They got hot at the right time. Hey, it can happen. You just got to be who's on your schedule first, though.
Well, once we get rid of the NCAA and we merge into a super conference, we're not going to have to worry about this because then we're going to have weighted schedules.
I guess so, but until then, be who's on your schedule.
Let's not add. Don't have bullshit. Don't have bullshit
COVID,
to the schedule.
You're complaining that you want a cupcake schedule.
I don't want a cupcake schedule. I want the game. You
just talked about Texas not wanting to play you. Then you're like, oh, look, give me my cupcakes. Which one do you want?
We played 4 #1 teams last year. Give me a reasonable schedule. No, it's not that difficult.
That's not the way it works.
Yes, it is. Give me a reasonable schedule after that. Yeah. If I could play Kansas, Iowa State, and Kansas State for 3 of my games, oh my God, you might as well be playing Children of the Corn. Jesus Christ, you and me could put a better 11 out there.
Then go back to the Big 12 if that's what you want.
Well, I don't want to be bankrupt since they're since the Big 12 network going bankrupt on their ass.
Okay, then stay in the SEC. You know what you're getting. You playing the
That's
SEC.
Right. I didn't complain last year.
Okay, then.
But then hold up. So the schedule's tough, and then it rolled in that it was something nice, and then we get it taken away from us, and it's not going to roll nice again.
The way life works, man. You gotta go out there and play.
Also, I don't ever want to hear about scheduling and stuff when we scheduled Clemson. Nobody else has scheduled Clemson. Just want to say that.
Hey, that's good for them. They scheduled Clemson. Good job.
Let's get rid of this garbage nonsense that we need to be fair and even to other conferences. Honestly, you can put one other undefeated team and then 3 SEC teams in there, is my point.
Maybe, but hey, be who's on your schedule and you don't have to worry about that.
Play balanced schedules.
That's all I gotta say.
That's all
I gotta say. Hey, all right. I'll tell you what I say. LSU ain't worried about it last year who was on their schedule. They beat the mess out of everybody.
You're right. They did. And we were because we had 4 #1 teams on our schedule.
I'm just saying. LSU they played 12, they played 9, they played 5, and then they played
Texas was ranked 12 when they played them. Texas did not finish the season ranked 12.
I'm not even talking about Texas right now, bud. I'm talking about LSU. I mean Auburn.
Anyway, let's talk the bubble. The NBA is going to be pissed that they're only letting 1 team in to play the 8 seed, aren't they? Because we have 4 teams that are 1 game back right now.
Nope, that's even more competitiveness.
They're going to be pissed because the Suns are 6-0 and they might go 8-0 and not get in.
They shouldn't have been so bad at the beginning.
Ooh, their NBA is not happy right now. I can tell you that because the way they worded it.
Reports?
They worded it like it was going to be everyone was going to play each other to get in. You know, if you got within that 4-game range, you were going to get to play each other to get in. Now it's like, because has Memphis won a game yet? One? What are they? 1-4?
Yeah, they won 1 game.
They
might luck out because a couple of teams are sitting their starters, so they'll be all right.
Yeah, I know, and they're getting lucky at the back end when Memphis should not be in the playoffs right now. They shouldn't get in because
they
of how
played
bad
good at the beginning of the year.
Well, they're also hurt though. They're out. They lost their second best player.
Oh, Triple J's
yeah, he's out for the season.
Ooh-wee.
So that's another reason why.
Ooh-wee.
But and the Suns really should get a crack at it. But this was the whole point of adding Portland in because we wanted Portland. Everyone wanted Portland and New Orleans to get a crack. Who knew New Orleans was awfully coached by Alvin Gentry and they're useless without Zion on the court.
After talking all that trash about AD, boy, I'd have slapped this shit out of you. I don't know what to tell you, man. It is what it is. Sorry to the Suns. You should have played better basketball at the beginning here.
Because
I totally love what they're doing. Like I'm all for the Suns and what they're doing right now, but I'm just the way the cookie crumbles. Like,
everyone's clamoring though because they're really excited to see the Spurs get into that 9 spot and play the Grizzlies because that's what's going to happen.
I think we're going to see. I think the Suns still got a chance though. They got an outside a fighting chance though. It's still not over.
I just told you what's going to happen. The Spurs are going to get their ways in to play the Grizzlies, and everyone's going to be furious. It's going to be the worst possible setup for them.
No, I think Portland's going to go do what they need to do to get in the playoffs, man. They're going to take care of business.
They tried. I mean, Dame blew it and then unblew it, but almost really blew it again. Because they were this close to being eliminated yesterday with the loss to the Sixers without Embiid.
They took care of the Sixers. Took care of them though.
Took care of them, bitten 2 threes inside like the last minute by Dame.
That's Dame.
Hold up. They had no Embiid or Simmons. It was Tobias Harris, Matisse Thybulle, and you out there. I think you're the 7th man for the Sixers.
Alex Burke was giving them buckets, boy. He was taking it back to the day.
Portland plays 0 defense at the end. Dame time blew it against the Clip. He blew it against the Clip.
That's great that you're talking trash about Dame time, but he's about to get in the playoffs. It's all right.
Yeah, I know, but like I said, are they gonna run out of gas?
Hey, you can talk. Hey, he gonna do you the same way he did PG-13. You could talk that mess, but show up to the court, homie. Show up.
Dame.
He's gonna ride my boy Dame.
Dame's gonna ride. Hey, I love what he's doing, but you can't run out of gas and miss 2 free throws. You can't miss 2 free throws. He's gonna run out of gas.
Get out of here.
You don't think they're gonna run out of gas?
I think they'll be all right. I mean, I like them. I like them versus the Lakers. Don't get me wrong.
I think they're gonna run out of gas. Is the problem?
They might run out of gas. That's fine. But hey, I wanted them to get in the playoffs. They should deserve to get in the playoffs. They look good. I like what I'm seeing from them. I don't know how far they'll go.
Why do they deserve more than the Suns? They were both terrible.
They ended the record better than.
No, I think they're tied. They're tied right now. No. Half game up. Portland's a half game up.
Portland had a better record when the season ended, so they're in a better situation.
Yeah, but the Suns have a better record in the bubble, so they're in the same situation. Because Portland, I don't know who Portland has next. Probably somebody.
Portland has. I got it right here. Don't you worry. They've got the Mavericks next.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, the Mavericks haven't played anybody, bro.
They're sitting everybody. I mean, they played everybody against Denver. They won that game in overtime against Denver.
They played today. Luka didn't play it. They played maybe 5 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, Portland's got the Mavericks next.
There you go. I think they're gonna try and knock Portland out because they may not want Portland in the playoffs.
Who?
Dallas.
I don't think they are.
Oh,
why? Why does Dallas care? They'll be 7-8. Why do they care?
Just another one less team. You also want to test your guard. I would play. You got to play Luka. You want to test. You want to test your team against another team that's hot.
I mean, yeah, it's true.
You gotta look at who's playing these bad teams that are already out, like the Kings and the Pelicans. Who's got them left on the schedule? That's what really matters.
I hear you, but I think you're throwing some shade towards Portland that they don't.
I am, because Dame missed those 2 free throws.
How bad your Sixers are?
My Sixers are dead, so it really doesn't matter.
Oh, you just throwing in the towel?
I mean, if the Suns can't beat the Sixers tomorrow, they're an embarrassment and they don't deserve to be in the playoffs. I'll say that right now.
Suns can't beat the Sixers right now.
Yeah, the Suns play the Sixers tomorrow. I know that. So if they can't beat them, they don't deserve to be in. So they settled the argument for us. But and then the Spurs.
I don't think that's the case.
The Spurs coming out of nowhere. Nobody thought they had a shot in hell. Popovich is just out coaching everybody, I guess. And they're gonna find themselves
playing, man. I'm just playing, man. They're playing in the bubble. They're just playing.
They're finding themselves in. And then, but
right.
I lost a lot. Dame was looking good. They had total control of that game against the Clips, and then he missed both those free throws. They let the game slide, and then he missed both those free throws, which was bad, and it really hurts against.
I didn't watch it, so
it was bad. Portland was in control most of that game, and then it was back and forth, and then Portland had a lead, let it slide, and then they were down 1 with 30 seconds, not even 20 seconds, and Dame missed 2 free throws. That's bad.
I mean, that's tough. Dame should be missing free throws.
Can't be missing deuce. Can't be missing 2.
Yeah, you can't. That type of caliber player can't be missing 2 free throws. But hey, it happens. It's whatever.
Thank God I had I had action on that game, and thank God CJ threw up.
You actually really bet on that game?
Yes, CJ threw up a garbage 3 at the buzzer and put him at lose by 3 or lose by 2, and they were.
Oh, your little action.
I was gonna push. I had $20 hairs on that, and I.
You had $20?
I had $20 hairs at +5 on Portland, and instead of pushing, I took care of business and got the W for 1950. That was a quick 1950. I cashed in. I think you're just.
Do you believe this, Rocky?
Rocky,
you never bet.
I felt, dude, Portland +5. That felt like taking candy from a baby against the Clippers.
Yeah.
I didn't expect a.
What else we got here?
I don't know. We have the fights this weekend. Oh no!
Yep.
Best team. We have to. Who gets our field trip from the bubble this week?
Oh, Suns are going on a field trip for me.
6-0, right?
Drive through.
I thought easy.
6-0. They're going on a trip. I thought about this morning. I was like, listen, who's going on a trip? They going on a field trip this weekend. If you know what I mean, they're going to get some legs and thighs.
Devin Booker gets credit, and he was a guy who I like to bash because all he did was score on a bad team, and now he's playing meaningful games and he's hooping.
Leave Monty Williams at the hotel though. He's a good guy.
Hoop in the biggest games, and you can sell me. And he's hooping right now in the biggest games.
For sure.
So okay,
what else we got?
We got the UFC fights this weekend. 252. We got the heavyweights.
Got Cormier.
You got
Cormier going out with a bang.
Same. Cormier going out on top. I like that too.
I might invite the boy Riley. Riley might come down. Might watch the fight in my house. We might see how much they cost. You know, off the top of your head,
like $80.
80?
Yeah.
Ooh.
60, 65,
Steve.
70. It's over 50.
It's over 50.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look it up.
It costs money.
Let's see. It costs money.
It definitely costs money. Jeez, doesn't Riley have? Wait, are they even going back to school? No. Is he going back to school?
Sure.
Do they have school for him? He gonna be over there infecting his children?
Can you get it through the ESPN Plus?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know if that one's on ESPN Plus. Some of them are only pay-per-view.
I think it's probably be on pay-per-view, huh?
Probably. It's a big heart. See? It's gonna hurt you. It's gonna cost you, dog.
All right. But you got the stream, though, right?
Oh, shh. I have nothing. I have nothing.
You got, you know.
I just don't like that.
See.
I don't like that Riley's willing to sacrifice the safety of his young children to come see you.
Safety of his young
He
children.
doesn't. Aren't they? Isn't he teaching? Aren't they going back to class? I don't know what the hell's going on over there.
Bro, it's August, man. It's August.
Dude, school starts in August. What you mean?
I know, at the end of August, man.
School starts in
He'll
2
be
weeks.
alright, man.
Football. Hold on. Football's already started, I think.
No, he's
Not
in middle
for-
school.
not
man.
for
They
middle
don't start,
school,
you know,
I
they
know.
don't. No, you don't start till school starts.
My cousin starts school tomorrow or Monday next week. Maybe Thursday. Something.
Where's your cousin go to school at?
I don't know. In Austin. Not in high school. She's like elementary school.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, some places
Maybe.
are starting. Yeah, dude.
Woo, 84.98.
There you go. That's
Oh, that's an ESPN Plus. We're talking about that. Nobody wants to know
that's some money to spend right there.
money.
Yeah. You were
It might
supposed
be worth it.
hold up. You were supposed to come out over next weekend and hang out and watch the games in the quarantine zone, but now you
I gotta go home, man.
You
my
don't-
mom needs my help with some things.
Oh, what a great son.
I can't say no to my mom.
You should just go this weekend.
Oh no, I got the Rojo beer.
The what?
Did you know about that? The Rojo beer?
Oh yes, the one I told you to go get.
I got some of it.
Was it good?
No. I gotta pick it up this week.
Oh, okay, it's up there. Oh,
Yeah, I might save you a 16 in one, 16 ounce.
some big red.
Big red beer. Yeah,
That's probably the only thing.
I'm excited about it, man.
It's the only thing I get you to drink. Damn, where are my phones? All right, I have bets this weekend. I know you don't have no bets.
I don't have bets because I didn't come prepared as always.
Because you have to go.
I can look it
You
up
have to go
real
to your jazzercising class.
I do have to go to my jazz. I'll let you know next week how it went.
Yeah.
I'll let the pod know next week how it went. You can know.
All right, I like this. I got Boston and Memphis Tuesday afternoon. Hopefully this pod gets out before them. I love Boston -4.5 against the Grizzlies. That seems like
Let me see. The Rockets Spurs. I'll take that game. And then what's the line? Tell me the line.
I don't know. They were a little late on Tuesday games. They ain't put the line up for the Tuesday games yet.
Okay, well, I can't give you lines if I don't have any.
You can bet me straight.
Okay, I'll tell you. I got Rockets. I'll take Rockets, Suns, and for my actual bet, I'll take Rockets, Suns, and Trailblazers tomorrow.
Yeah, I love the Suns. I don't know what the line's going to be, but hammer the Suns. The Sixers aren't showing up. They're poorly coached, poorly motivated, and it's depressing as all hell.
So sad. Gosh, Nets Magic at 12 tomorrow. I'm gonna have to watch it at work. Yuck.
Oh yeah, because you're struggling to watch it at work. You just put it on the nice big screen TV you got down there.
No, I'm not gonna put that garbage on the big screen TV. I'll just keep it on my laptop, man.
Oh, you can't grace the you're not gonna grace the office with that level of basketball play right there.
Man, no one wants to. Man, the Nets. Okay, the Nets have LeVert and Joe Harris back and Jared Allen now, but I looked at the lineup the other day when they're playing the Bucks and said, man, I'm not sure if I know any of these guys who are out here.
And they won. They won.
They won. I usually know guys, even the G League guys sometimes, but I didn't know any of those guys. And I saw the Magic's lineup the other day. Is Aaron Gordon not playing? Did he leave the bubble?
I thought he was hurt.
He might be hurt, but I only knew one guy from their starting lineup. Maybe two from their starting lineup, and obviously Fultz coming off the bench. They almost beat the Celtics, but I was like, gosh, we got random guys playing right now.
Hey,
some of these cats are nice though. I mean,
yeah, because all of a sudden TJ Warren found his game in the bubble. He can't play in front of real people, but he plays in an empty gym.
I'm just saying, if I'm gonna figure out how to play, Trey Burke looks nice on the Mavs. There's a couple other guys who look good. I can't think of it right now. So, but there's some guys out there that are looking decent. Jordan Clarkson, he was always a bucket, but he's been balling a little bit since in the bubble. So yeah, here and there. Gary Trent Jr. for the Blazers been playing some good basketball.
Somebody said he was shooting 67% from 3 after the first half of the Clippers game for the entire bubble, which is insane.
Yeah, dude's been playing nice.
Hooper.
And then, so I like what the Blazers do. They try to have a consistent, like...
They play zero defense, so I'm not really worried about that.
They play zero defense. That's tough. But they can score with the best of them, so that helps. But, man, if they don't... The thing is, like...
They stop nobody.
They get in a bad funk, it goes downhill real fast.
If the Lakers play any sort of defense against them, they're in trouble. Portland.
I just think, but who's gonna play defense on Dame and CJ though? You can't. Bron ain't doing that.
They're gonna make Carmelo beat your ass. And if Carmelo beats your ass, good on you. Don't let Dame and CJ shoot on the outside or drive to the rim. Make them kick it.
But who's gonna stop him though, man?
Stand the trees in the middle of the forest and make them go to the hole. And shoot through the trees.
We'll see, man. We'll see. I'm sure that's the game plan, but I don't love the matchup for the Lakers. I don't like the Lakers right now in the bubble at all. They haven't looked good. Their offensive efficiency is down. I know they're like just kind of coasting through and just trying to make not make ends meet, but
Avery Bradley's a dead man. I'll tell you that much. He's a dead man.
He hurts a lot. Supposedly Rondo got to the bubble though.
Oh, that's good. They need Rondo. But when this thing's over, Avery Bradley is going to be a missing person, I'm sure. They're gonna make his ass disappear.
They do miss Avery Bradley. But this goes back to the beginning of the year. I didn't love the team before. LeBron is in the same situation he was in with Cleveland. It's just that he has Anthony Davis now instead of Kyrie. I mean, to be completely honest with you,
he is the 1 seed in the West, though. It's a little different.
He always had the 1 seed in Cleveland.
No, he didn't.
That's the thing, though.
He's gotten it twice. He didn't have the 1 seed in Cleveland ever with the Cavs when they went to the finals. 0 times.
Oh, really?
0 times they were the 1 seed with the Cavs.
0. But what's the 1 seed do for you right now, though?
Not now, it doesn't. It was about to do a lot for you before the season paused. They were the 1 seed when things were normal. They were the 1 seed.
But we're playing in this situation.
But this was not the situation that got them the 1 seed. They got the 1 seed before this, essentially. They needed to win 1 game to get the 1 seed in the bubble. 2 games, maybe.
It's tough, man.
Yeah, they were the 1 seed before this. So, yeah, they got kind of hosed by this more than anything.
Yeah, I'm really liking my Clippers pick.
They look awful.
Horrible.
They look awful.
I know they look awful, but I feel like they're going to turn it on.
They just don't have any chemistry, it feels like.
That's true. They got to figure out. I'm waiting round 1.
And Playoff P is going to show up. Playoff Paul is going to show up, and he's going to be absolute garbage. Too much pressure. Playoff Paul. Right. Playoff P, baby. He's going
to be all right.
Oh, what?
They can just do so much, and I just once they figure it out, it's going to be deadly.
The problem is they're running out of basketball games to figure it out.
They're running out a lot of. Yeah, they're probably out of basketball games. To be honest,
if you don't figure it out, you're going home in 4 games if you ain't figure it out.
Yeah, but they probably won't go home until at least the 2nd or 3rd round if that's the case.
If Dallas can learn how to have any, if Dallas could hit any shots and didn't have a bunch of useless parts around Luka Doncic, they'd be so scary.
I actually like Dallas' squad. I don't know what you're talking about.
They're useless. They should be scoring about $150 a game.
They don't. The only thing they don't do is close out games. That's it.
They miss so many wide open shots from Luka. It's ridiculous. Luka should average about 20 assists a game with the passing he's doing. And
you would say LeBron, but the same thing with LeBron though.
But at least LeBron. No, but his guys at least score. Like if he's giving it to Anthony Davis on the block or something, he's going to score.
But
Porzingis can't even score. I watched Porzingis miss 4 straight layups.
So good in the bubble.
He missed 4 straight layups against Denver. 4 straight layups.
That's great, but what's his stats in the bubble? He's been really good in the bubble.
He has not been good down the stretch, like you said. Down the stretch, he's been bad.
No, they've all been bad down the stretch. But Porzingis has been good.
Except for Luka.
Luka's been bad down the stretch too.
We didn't even talk about this. Your boy Bill Simmons gotten a lot of shit today for what he said on his podcast. If you didn't listen to today's podcast,
I haven't listened yet. Wait. Should you tell me or should I wait?
I can tell you, it's getting a lot of heat. He says Luka gets assists like Larry Bird. They're not cheap assists like James Harden, and everyone's losing their damn minds right now.
I mean, yeah.
Because he said James Harden getting cheap assists and Luke.
I mean,
basically, let's be honest. Bill Simmons has a history of favoring a certain type of player over another player. I'm not gonna say it, but I'm gonna say
I
it.
don't think so.
He's a Boston guy. He favors a certain type of player.
I don't think that's true. He did a 7-pod with KD, bro.
Doesn't matter.
He's done 7 pods.
They pulled up his track record.
Nah, I'm not. I'm
hold up.
This. Nah, no, we're done. Nah.
They also showed the numbers. No. They're not good. James Harden has as many assists as Luka. They're not cheap assists.
But no, I think I gotta go. But I think what Bill said, because he's been on record that this whole what the Rockets are doing is just crazy, and he sometimes likes it, sometimes doesn't. But what he's
you cut out.
James Harden gets easiest because. Oh man. Okay.
Yeah, James Harden gets the easy assists or whatever because of the
gets easy assists because the court's so spread out and they don't have a big man. They have all these shooters and it's just a different system, so it's a little easier. I think that's what he's taking. I think he's taking that context.
I think people also took offense when he said he gets Larry Bird type assists. It's like what?
I think that's it too. But it's just you got to know Bill Simmons. Bill Simmons is a Boston guy. He's going to relate it to a Boston person. Obviously.
He's a Boston guy. He's a Boston guy. He wants his white basketball players out there. He wants the Red Mamba. He wants the Red Mamba out there.
I don't think that's the case at all. I don't think that's the case.
His track,
dude. His best friend's like Jalen Rose. Come on now.
They pulled up some of his hoops comparisons are suspect. They pulled up a list of them, and there are some head scratchers out there like. What?
It's just a culture nowadays. They're ready to cancel everybody.
Oh no, I'm not gonna cancel him. It's just he definitely favors some scrappy white guys over some hoopers.
Bill Simmons is one of my boys, so I'm gonna go to bat for him. I'm gonna listen to the podcast and see what they really say. All right. Go have fun at your exercise class. Terrell. Yeah, let me know if you want to get on later for a
little. You have time for us this week. Okay.
Yeah, I got time for you this week.
All right, everybody.
The lady's not here.
Yeah. Okay. All right, everybody. Stay safe.
Yeah. Stay safe.